There are reports that France is in talks with Niger's army about the possible withdrawal of some of its troops. Well, thousands of protesters have been rallying outside the French military base in the capital, Niamey. Niger's coup leaders have been urging France to withdraw 1,500 troops that are stationed there and has ordered the French ambassador to leave. Paris has refused, saying it doesn't recognise the junta's authority. Niger was plunged into turmoil in July when President Mohamed Bazoum was ousted in a coup.
The government has already denounced the agreements that allow France to be on our territory. They are in an illegal position, and I think the exchanges that are underway should very quickly enable these forces to withdraw from our country.
Right now, the streets are empty. We're right in front of the military base. To my left, if the camera pans to my left, you'll see the military base. Actually, it's a Nigerian military base, which also houses a camp for French forces. 1,000, an estimated 1,500 of them are in there. And this is what the protesters who've been gathering at this base over the past few days are demanding, that they should leave the country. And France so far has not moved any of them out of the country. Basically, it's also coming at a time when the ambassador of France to Niger has refused to leave the country. So basically, we've seen demonstrations, large crowds, previous days, especially over the weekend. But right now, what we're seeing is a disappointing crowd in terms of the numbers that we saw over the weekend. So we're not sure whether or not this protest is losing steam or that will be the end of it. The Prime Minister told a press conference yesterday where we were that very soon an agreement with ECOWAS will be reached. But he also took the opportunity to describe the sanctions and embargoes placed on Niger following the coup as unjust, inhumane, and illegal, and that they have taken action to complain about this. He didn't say before which court, maybe the ECOWAS court or the international community or international tribunals like those of trade and all, but he said they have complained about the unjust nature of these sanctions, which basically are biting in this country. He also spoke a lot about relationship with France, and he said they demanded that France should leave the country. And apart from that, he also spoke about the numerous problems facing the country. A huge debt that he says the military junta met upon arrival, and also spoke about the huge salary bill that the junta is trying to pay civil servants. There are civil servants who have not been paid for more than a month right now. And so these are all piling up and adding to the problems in Niger. Remember, Nigeria in the early days of the coup cut off electricity to this country, and the situation remains the same. Niger wants that lifted, and along with other sanctions. And also on Monday, they announced that the airspace, which is just beside the military base behind me, has been reopened to international flights, but special flights, military flights, and other operational flights need special permission for them to fly over Niger's airspace.
So after all the talking and bashing of the military junta in Niger by France and Emmanuel Macron, they have finally caved in. They are in the process of discussing with the military junta in Niger on how they are going to pull out their troops from Niger. I thought Emmanuel Macron said that he wasn't going to deal with the military junta in Niger. I thought he said that the military junta had no legitimacy. I thought he said that there was no way he was going to have anything to do with them. I thought he said all that. But from the look of things, he certainly doesn't have the backbone for it. Now he just caved in and now having a behind-door deal with the military junta in Niger. And this is what they do. This is what they've always done. They come in front and said something. They go behind and did something opposite. They come in front and said, we are against this thing. And they go behind and say, we are for it. They come in front and said, we will bring democracy in Africa. They go behind and they support dictators in Africa. They come in front and they said that we are going to make sure that we give foreign aid to Africa to help them move their economy and their people forward. They go behind and they twist the arms of the leaders in Africa. They come in front and said that we believe in human rights, we believe in freedom of speech, we believe in liberty, we believe in people having the right to choose. They go behind, and when they see the refugees that are trying to cross the Atlantic Ocean, they push them back into the ocean, allegedly. That's what they do. France was shouting a couple of days ago, saying that they will never pull out the ambassador from Niger, and they will never have anything to do with the military junta in Niger, and that the military junta in Niger has no legitimacy. The only person they recognize is Mohamed Bazoum and his government. They said all that. In fact, Emmanuel Macron was very, very angry. He was furious and he lashed out in anger. But now they are dealing with the juntas. But this is really, really funny. Have you ever imagined a situation where you ask someone to leave your house and they said they wouldn't go? They openly disrespect you in front of everybody in your own house. They said to you that whatever you are saying is your own. They won't listen to you. They will never listen to you, and they won't do what you ask them to do because they do not recognize you as a legitimate authority. This is so crazy. This is really, really crazy. When you think about all this as an African, you begin to understand the image the French have in their mind about us, the African people. They do not regard us as people who can tell them what to do. They only see us as people they can control, they can manipulate, they can do whatever they want to do to us. And we cannot dictate anything to them. Because if they thought about us as people, if they thought about Niger or the Nigerians as people, they will not openly defy their interim government. If they thought about Niger or Nigerians as people who deserve nice things, as people who deserve their country to be a better place, they won't be in support of Mohamed Bazoum, who hasn't done anything to the local people in Niger. If they even had any sympathy for Nigerians, they would have provided them with constant electricity. They would have said that we want to give Niger some foreign aid. But this time around, we will not give them cash. We will just build some hydro dams for them. No, let them have constant electricity to carry out their businesses. That will go a long way in helping the local people in Niger. But France has never, ever viewed anyone in Africa as somebody worthy of anything. And that is why they have collected from Africa like all the time. But you know what? Their days are numbered. Yeah, their days are numbered. Believe me, like I said before, right? Other countries in Africa are seeing what is happening, are seeing how the juntas in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali are trying to build their country, are trying to take their country in a whole new direction. And they are like, if only we could have this opportunity to also dictate our future. And they will slowly but surely stage their own coup. We need something in Africa. Now, coups might not be something very welcoming, but let's give it a try and see how it goes. You never can tell. So, but you guys out there, share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section. What do you think might have made the French change their mind? What do you think might have made the French decided to start talking with the military junta in Niger? Because they have always said that they will never ever recognize the junta in Niger. So why talk to them? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below. Because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Because little bit of good way, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.